Aided by the Banishers, Captain Pennington survived the mutiny. Now they who remain must set old sins aside and build a future, with Pennington or without. Because the captain sees no brighter horizons behind the blackened clouds of his past.
Heathens and Philistines, the lot.
A ghost damaged the sign.
Cannon powder. Someone's in trouble.
Leave me alone.
An eclectic collection of gear.
I suppose hunters came to New Eden from everywhere before the curse.
Come here and have a look. This is cursed, no doubt.
Get out of there!
This spectral nest needs to be cleansed.
Gavamarcas and Alice.
I have another in sight. Move, Red. It's on you.
Have a bit of this. They brought more friends.
I think I heard the sound of a gun coming. Get the hell out of there!
I think I'm under threat.
Make a run for it!
You're done. You are not released, but exiled.
I'm ready to shoot the infested roots, after you bruise the heart.
Leave me alone.
Easy as pie.
Ah, but you can't cook.
I have another in sight.
Try this on.
Leave me alone. Damn you!
You want pain? I'll give you pain.
She's not alone.
You want to fight? Come on. I'll give you a fight.
Your pain, you black-souled bitch. You'll pay dear.
So,
Oh there!
who's there?
Calm you. I'm here to help.
First, we must clear the fog.
Calm you. I'm here to help.
First, we must clear the fog.
Leave me alone.
Teach them not to mess with a Banisher. We better stick around. We should search this place more thoroughly.
I'll get you.
The hell are you doing here? I thought you were one of them monsters. Or worse.
She's had a terrible shock. She hides the hurt, but her heart races. Go gentle.
Are you all right, miss?
Miss? I'm Flora Abbott, and I never miss.
I'm Red McCraith, the Banisher. You might have heard. I hunt ghosts and specters.
Yes, I've heard. I hunt wolves and rabbits. They taste better. I'm all right now. You may go.
What happened here? Did someone attack you?
Yes. The hunter Theodore Shepherd. His ghost, at least. I recognize his voice. Being dead hasn't stopped him from bullying me.
Knows she's haunted, doesn't mind admitting it. Interesting.
You hurt?
I'm just pissed. I need my gun back, but someone seems to strongly disagree. Aside from what happened in that fog, I escaped a rockfall near the old watchtower. The stupid ghost won't let go.
I remember Shepherd. He seemed complicated.
Shepherd was a yapping cur, a piss-drizzling puppy, a pain in the arse. But the dog could shoot, almost as well as me. I was a better shot than he. He'd been number one, then suddenly he wasn't. He took it as an insult. He took it personal.
If Shepherd comes back, you won't be able to defend yourself. You need a Banisher.
Hell, fine. Try the old watchtower. He settled there after leaving the fort. It would seem that his not-so-very-secret mountain cave was not for living in. There's a lodge nearby. I will wait for you there.
This isn't really about jealousy between sharpshooters, is it?
Even dead, the bigots won't leave Flora Abbott alone.
Reinforcements!
Wolves rotting in their traps.
Whoever set them never came back. Something's concealed.
Destroy those ghost wards, if you want me back. I can't help you. Theodore Shepherd's happy little home. Having fun, are you?
Flora's rifle, I'll wager.
Leave her.
Follow my voice.
Where are you, Flora Abbott? Fight me if you dare. He's persistent, I'll give him that.
A safe harbor, should we need a moment's peace.
Master Ted's secret little butchering place, eh? I never could get the hang of smoking. I hear it's very good for you.
What a lovely man.
Lovely's one word for him. I can think of others.
Hateful man. Didn't like her color, so refused to see her value. Red, come look.
Theodore Shepherd, I believe.
How are the mighty fallen?
Stairs are broken. Shite.
Careful, the boards are rotten.
This looks moth-eaten. No one slept here for a long time.
The tower had to be abandoned years before the curse.
Imaradas en tus.
Soft delinquent fools! And addle-headed, black-hearted, heathen bitches! Ugh. Hang 'em! I can live here. Better on my own anyway. But not with no bastard in roaches! Ugh.
You never know how you're going to go.
A lonely, inglorious death. Fitting, really. No surprise, a petition against Flora. Shepherd really wanted her out of the picture.
Footprints. Flora running from the ghost.
They lead to the cliff. She mentioned that too.
That'll be the path Flora took.
Flora's rockfall.
She was right. Shepard did this.
The hell? This gunpowder is wet. Abbott, you lazy heathen drab.
'Twas the snow. You yap like a scared dog, Shepard. No bite.
The captain won't always be there to protect your ass. I'll get you.
Then you'd better not miss, little doggy. 'Cause I'm faster than you.
Things got out of hand fast.
Gunpowder is life out here, but he'd no need to yell.
I doubt she was in the wrong.
Me neither. But she did threaten him. What's this then?
That's my gun! Have a bit of this.
I think I heard the sound of a gun cocking.
My gun! She stole it!
Flora. Abbott's bag. The rifle must be Shepard's. What was she doing with it?
No idea. But we found his tie. We could make him manifest and ask.
Can he wait? His ghost seems adorable.
I'll protect you. Let's do the ritual.
A drop may hide the rain.
You losing your edge?
Havio unfalachtu.
Get out of my way.
Theodore Shepard.
You get yourself a ghost slave, mate. How does that work?
Check the bearing of your tongue or I'll cut it out. Mate.
Tell the little lady not to bare her claws. She's dead and powerless. I'm not afraid of her.
Am I to understand that you refuse to talk with me?
Thanks for the visit, Mr. McCraith. I'll let you go. I'm on a mission here.
You will answer our questions, Mr. Shepard. Will not be refused. Be grateful we don't just banish you.
All right, all right. You want to talk? Why not? I'll entertain you. Talk.
What happened to you?
Same thing has happened to you. What do you mean, what happened to me?
You weren't always a mean-spirited maggot.
I care. I provide. I fought for my people. I shot down Indians and Frenchmen alike so my people could be free.
If you say so.
Is she serious?
Mm-hmm. Are you?
Why did you leave the safety of the fort?
Exile.
Captain Pennington exiled you.
I exiled myself. Pride demanded I leave. That black-hearted bitch was a walking insult. No offense.
Offense taken. You're full of shit.
You're all the same, aren't you? Acting like you know it all. Like you have character. Strolling the fort as if she belonged there and not in some barracoon. As if she were the equal of an Englishman.
Why are you trying to kill Flora Abbott?
Revenge. I deserve it. So does she. Everyone wins.
Revenge? For what?
For my murder, that's what. I'm not leaving till this dirty hag gets her dues.
You're telling us you're trying to kill Flora Abbott because she tried to kill you.
She did kill me. She set me up and got lucky. And when she found my body, she stole my musket and left me to rot. Make no mistake, it was murder. And highly disrespectful with it.
All right. Tell me more. Why would she murder you?
Who knows what goes through the mind of a savage? She's been at me since the beginning. But you know who's worse?
No, and I don't care.
No, I wager you don't.
You didn't die the way you describe it. We've been to the watchtower. You fell. You stood on a rotten plank and plunged through the deck.
No! She ran me from the fort, took my life and my position, prized my gun from my dead fingers.
Whatever else she may have done, and tempting though it must have been, she did not kill you.
She's nothing. She deserves to die. I'll end her. I'll end her. Do you hear me? I'll end her.
Leave her to me.
This on for size. Away with you! These body parts scream manifest my spectre.
Spirit and flesh, I summon you!
Feet on the ground.
Get back up!
Lantern, rifle, now! Think you can take on a ghost?
Turn out and turn up! Get back up!
This isn't over yet. You'll get it next time. Wasn't I always?
You're the quarry.
Enough!
Get
Oh, they do annoy.
serves you right.
One less to worry about.
They're gone. You're safe.
You're here.
I'm glad to find you in good health, Flora.
Of course you are. All right, I fess to it. The fight was closer than I'd like. I'm not much against a wolf without my gun.
I spoke with Shepard's ghost. He accuses you of his murder. He also blames you for his exile.
Theodore Shepard's misfortune is always someone else's fault.
I know you didn't kill him. The boards in the tower are rotten. He fell to his death.
Oh, I'm sorry, but how fitting. A laughable death for a laughable man. Always the hero, yet ever the victim.
You fought with Shepard often, right?
He pricked constantly. I stood up to him. He did not like that. He threatened to kill me.
You threatened him too. Did you mean it?
He believed I meant it. And I made sure of it. But glad as his death leaves me, I didn't kill him.
I found your musket. Strangely, amongst your belongings, I found a second. Theodore Shepard's gun.
It's mine now.
His death was an accident, but he didn't tell us that you'd found his body.
Yes, well, you found it yourselves. Good for you.
You let me believe that you'd only seen the ghost. But you'd found Shepard's body. You knew where he'd died.
So?
Flora, you took his musket. That's why he stayed. He's bound to the gun.
We need the gun. The train band needs every weapon it can get. I get haunted for helping out.
A story of hate that lived on after death. Let's give it an ending.
Here's the truth, Theodore Shepard. You were a trifle of a man. You're a trifle of a ghost. A man of pride, a jealous, fearful man. Your hubris prevents you from leaving.
You made Flora Abbott the target of your ire. You would not give her peace. We're here to give you yours.
And how shall I be satisfied?
Your rage at some perceived injustice blinds you. Open your eyes. You had some good luck, you had some bad. There is no other culprit.
I was in my prime. The finest of all the hunters, or at least the second of them.
Let go. Know it in your heart. For you, the hunt is over. You have been here.
You deserve not peace, but damnation. Still, good riddance. I'll go now, back to the fort. Perhaps we shall meet again. Perhaps not.
More corrupted ivy waiting to be plucked out. Picked and culled.
Wee Highland kiss for you. Ah! You're done. Focus, man. Die, you bastard! Show your shape in flesh!
I have another in sight.
away with you!
The lantern, shoot it!
I brought more friends.
Oh there. Anyone? Ferdinando?
Where could he be?
Oh, there! Who's that? Who enters? Oh, thank God. You, Scotsman, help me. Did you see it? Did you see the ghost?
Aye, I did. All right, maybe I can help. Right, soldier, spill. What's going on exactly? You're haunted. Who's the ghost?
Nurse Wings died, and now she's trying to take me too. You must help. Sir?
We heard screaming. Was that you? Did no one else answer?
None here gives two shites for their fellows. Too busy looking out for their own asses. I could die screaming in here and none would care till me corpse began to stink.
When did you last see Nurse Wings alive?
Couldn't say. Time is tricky. She was here, then she left, then she came back as a ghost, still holding her bastard in lancet.
Why would she want you dead?
She's a ghost. She ain't here for beer and biscuits.
He's right in a way. She is killing him.
Your cough is no better. Worse, if anything.
Aye, it worsens. When she comes, I sicken. She's a better nurse living, I tell you that.
Where does her ghost go, you think?
She comes and goes through a locked door. After that, not a clue.
Is there a key? Or another way in?
Perhaps. This was the blockhouse upon a time. There was a passage out. Through the westernmost tower. I had a key. Search my things in the barracks if they haven't been plundered. Might still be there.
Right, well, I'll look into things. You stay here.
There in shite you expect I'll go. You stay here. Go on then, cheeky bastard.
Let me take a look behind that door. The place is...
It's locked, all right. Where'd you get the flowers, Mr. Peabody?
It's her. She brings them.
The nurse, kind and caring, comes back as a vengeful ghost.
Maybe the kindness was an act.
Peabody may be lying, or at least spinning the story to his advantage.
Clever, as long as no one finds the depot.
We should check in on it.
McCrae! Over here!
Are you alright?
Can't sleep. Bad dreams. Screaming of men long dead, who should be sleeping too.
Reminds me of another soldier I knew some years ago. Haunted as hell, he turned out to be a promising banisher.
We have a ritual that'll put those men to sleep for good. Just name the place. Somewhere important to you.
At the cemetery, there's an unmarked grave. I've always wondered who lies therein. That's the place, I expect.
Perfect. If I find you there, I'll put your dreams to sleep. As you were, soldier.
So which made-up ritual do you want to do this time?
Let's keep it simple. Candles and that. Problem, madam?
Sir, I'm sorry, but we're closed. As you can see, we're facing some problems right now.
So, I believe you've got business troubles.
Yes. Business. I require the services of a capable man. I've been burglarized, vandalized, and I'm left alone. I need help.
You say your store's been robbed?
More than once. A thief has been stealing merchandise. And now Nathaniel has stolen the cash box and fled.
You also have a haunting. That's a lot.
Widow Ingersoll, I'm no constable, but in your case, I could make an exception and look into it.
You could? Well, thank you. I really do need that cash box back. It's not much, but it's all I have. My damned keys are in it too.
If I were to find out that ghost is giving you trouble, would you know who it could be?
A ghost? Why would you ask me about a ghost?
Hire a Thatcher and they'll ask you about your roof. You've hired a banisher.
Well, no. If I am haunted, it could only be my dead husband. Old man Ingersoll lives in my heart, but I promise you, he does not haunt me.
Did Nathaniel steal your merchandise, or was that someone else?
I believe there were two thieves, yes.
Couldn't Nathaniel be responsible for both crimes?
No. He's smart. He'd not carry 20 pounds of provisions back to Boston when he could fill his purse with coin.
Who's this Nathaniel who stole your money?
Nathaniel Sather. Our shop boy. Salesman, really. He was Mr. Ingersoll's barker. Natty's been with the store a very long time. Or had been.
Where might he have gone? And why might he have taken the cash box?
We had words. He wished to try for Boston, I need him here. A promise is a promise. Now he's a promise breaker and a thief to boot, who took the keys I kept as a memento of my late husband.
I'll need to nose around your store. Your house, too. Do I have your permission?
You do? I won't be far.
I'll get to work.
Very well. I'll be here.
Perhaps there's a key. This account book isn't too healthy.
Mind your business, Mr. McCraith.
Did you...
Anyone home? I'm Red McCraith, the Banisher. Show yourself.
I think we're alone.
Bathsheba Ingersoll said Nathaniel Sather wanted to go back to Boston, but really, he wanted to get back to his friend Thomas. We found all we could. Might be time to go after our thief.
Nathaniel, how do you do?
I do quite well, thank you. Shall we trade?
I rather think we should, sir. What interests you?
We must talk about your ledger. It hints at a sorry tale. Care to tell it?
It's the same old story and nothing new. Times are hard, Mr. McCraith. On everyone.
And what of Nathaniel's friend, Thomas, wasn't it?
Though Thomas stayed in Boston, Nathaniel spoke of him often. He wrote most days and posted the letters in a parcel once a month. They were close. Very close.
I must go. I'll keep you informed.
I'd rather you kept me reprovisioned with my cash box and the salesman who took it.
You know what would really help Andrew?
Do you think perhaps the late Mr. Ingersoll may haunt his old store?
To punish Nathaniel who broke his promise? Perhaps. I doubt it.
What do we do?
I'll prepare the ritual.
Right, that's done. Now we wait. What do you want to talk about?
I envy you, Scotsman. You've seen war, yet you walk light enough upon the earth, as if you bear no scars.
Aye, but I didn't get that till I had acceptance. Took a while to get it, too. I've done some awful things. The pain ruled me, even as I denied it. That doesn't work. Had to admit it, let it in, give it a home. Then stop looking at it the whole time.
You remind me of Joshua. Always seeing the bright side, even as I'd peer into the dark. But I said I'd try, and try I will.
I'm glad to hear it. It won't be easy, but you don't have to face it alone. You have a family, a wife, children. Maybe it's time for you to find them.
Maybe you're right. Maybe leaving is what I need. A new leaf and a new slate and all that.
Good for you. Right. The ritual's done. You should sleep better now. Consider yourself relieved, as the saying goes. Right. I'll be going. Take some time to collect yourself. And Andrew, sleep well.
Mind how you go, McCreath. I've lost enough brothers in arms. I'd hate to lose another.
What have you done with her, Highlander? Drop the innocent look, son. I'm not buying. That mutinous varlet escapes her cell and you swan in here without a care in the world. You expect me to believe the two unrelated?
Is he looking for a new scapegoat? Already?
Answer the question, McGrath. Where is Ellen Priest?
Lost your prisoner, have you? Well, I can't blame her for running, but I can tell you this. I had not a thing to do with it. And I don't know where she is.
I should lock you up for this.
You'd enjoy that, wouldn't you?
All right, Captain. Settle down. Walk me through what happened.
I don't know what happened, not exactly. The cell keys have vanished, a mutineer with them. Now, her character is one part vinegar and the other malaise. Now, who knows what bitter treason she now foments.
She can't have gone far. If the mountains haven't killed her, she'll be somewhere nearabouts.
While she remains out there, flapping loose like an undone mainsail, there can be no trust in here. Find her, McGrath, and I shall believe you. Find her, and do what must be done.
I happened upon this, a package for the garrison. The messenger didn't make it, sad to say, but I'm happy to deliver.
At last, the long-awaited payroll, just as Fairfax promised. Morale may improve yet.
Sad to say there's no payroll. It's just a bundle of letters. I suspect the money was stolen.
Maybe we were wrong to give it away.
Ah, for shame. I should not be surprised. Thank you, all the same, for the delivery. Perhaps the post shall offer some comfort.
All right then, Captain. I'll see what I can do about Ellen Priest.
She was billeted in the armory. That too is where we locked her up. You have my permission to investigate. McGrath, Fort Jericho would only hold if I can maintain unity. Should Ellen Priest turn up dead, I'll not make a fuss.
Lovely man, really. Someone left in a hurry. No spectral stains.
Well, would you look at that?
No mouse did that.
How does Pennington not know about this?
His head's up his arse, that's how. Either we have a giant rabbit, or this is where she went.
Giant rabbit? There's a thought. Nathaniel must have had motivation to flee in snow like this.
Or desperation. One time in a prison in Paris, I banished the rotting corpse of a bishop.
This is gonna be good.
There was a growling in the dungeon, so down I went alone. Empty cell, door locked, no pick. No idea how he got out, but he did. Turns out the bishop was possessed by a tyrant. Killed all the prisoners, was planning a rebellion. A riot of the dead. I've no idea why he was there, and at the end, neither did he, but it took me 3 days to clear the building.
Oh la la.
The tracks veer to the right.
One less to worry about. Enough!
backup!
Stop that specter before it possesses the corpse. The roots won't remain visible for long. The missing part. Abandoned. The wheel is stuck. Quick and precise. Well done.
You know I'll not wish to bother you, mistress, but when do you think you'll pay me my wages?
I'll pay you when I can, Nathaniel. You know this.
You've been saying that for months now, and I'm struggling to believe it. 'Tis in the contract that I be paid. Pay me by tomorrow, or I must act.
You must act. Do you hear yourself? Go clean the back room and hush with your nonsense.
That's it. That's blooming well it. I'll take what is mine, I'll take it.
I'm guessing this is Bathsheba's cash box. Nathaniel robbed the widow.
He was desperate. She'd left him no choice.
Novices really have no idea how many miles a banisher runs to solve a case.
I once met Nero Fox, the infamous banisher who solved all his cases from the comfort of his armchair.
I should have become his apprentice.
Thing is, his apprentice was the one that went into the field for him. The tracks continue this way. Ah, the cabin from Helen's drawings.
I think Nathaniel was injured.
Looks that way. What with the blood and torn clothing and all.
The tracks lead into this cave. Must have been really desperate.
Imaradas entus.
Go away! Leave me alone! Ah! Shoe! No! Give it back! Ah!
Eaten alive. Hope it was quick.
The wolf took a purse. Bathsheba Ingersoll's, perhaps.
Not today. One less to worry about. One less to worry about.
Let's search the den. Poor Nathaniel shall never again see Boston.
But Bathsheba Ingersoll may get her money back. There's an angry specter nearby. Summon it before it ambushes us.
Show your shape in flesh! Reinforcements!
On your toes, Scotsman. Ready and waiting. Stay on your feet, Red. Feet on the ground. This isn't over yet. Watch out. Spectre possession. Make a run for it! Crows answer its call. I have another in sight.
Nathaniel. Poor lad.
Sharpen up. Here's the belt. The purse is with it.
Keys. Widow Ingersoll's, I don't doubt.
I've seen this symbol in the mines below Fort Jericho.
Why would she have keys to the mines?
Mines. You want to take a look, don't you?
Excuse me.
Nathaniel Sather, I presume. The salesman at Ingersoll's stall.
Indeed. Well, former salesman, obviously. Killed on his journey to Boston.
Yes, we found your body. Sorry about that. I'm Antea Duarte, and here is Red McWraith. We're Banishers, and we've been searching for you.
Banishers? Wonderful. You can help me. I am defenseless, unarmored, vulnerable. It's not something I enjoy.
You need our help, you say?
Indeed I do. I wish you to pass a message to Widow Ingersoll.
Pay your debts, Bathsheba Ingersoll. I think she got the message already.
She owes me my wages. Her husband left money, and she has not spent it. It is close to her heart. She'll not part with it.
That's why you stole the cash box. I've got some bad news, Nathaniel. You're dead. You can't spend the money.
No, but Thomas can. She can send it to Boston. She knows about him. She knows about my best friend in the whole wide world.
I'll ask you some questions if you don't mind. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your past. Where are you from?
I'm Boston born and raised. Thought I'd die there too. Alas, it was not to be. I miss the city life. The music, the colour and the splendour, the dance of commerce. The flower sellers, forget-me-nots. Oh, the forget-me-nots.
Do you have family?
I have Thomas. Bathsheba knows about him. About us. I know she read our letters.
We're not here to judge you, Mr. Sather, or who you love.
I'm in a bind now. I can get the money, and the money is mine, but I cannot use it. Bathsheba Ingersoll must send the money to Thomas in Boston.
A good boss, is she, the widow Ingersoll?
Once she was as good as her husband. Now, not so much.
What happened?
Old man Ingersoll was the kindest of men, and God rewarded him with a talent for commerce. He taught me all he knew, and more than that, became the father I'd never had. But he took sick and died. Bathsheba began to live for her shop alone. Nothing matters to her anymore.
We found your purse. With the money, there were keys. Bathsheba's?
Bathsheba's. She guarded the keys closely. She'd take them with her when she went out.
Keepsakes of her husband, she said.
A lie. Before we came to Fort Jericho, I'd never seen those keys in my life.
Do you know where she was going?
Not far. She was never gone more than an hour.
Not far from the fort. Somewhere locked up, if the keys are any kind of clue.
If I had something to hide not far from the fort, I'd hide it in the mines. I'll ask you some questions. We'll take our leave.
I don't know what this key opens. I do know Widow Ingersoll wants it even more than she wants her money. And if you find out why, she'll be very upset.
Who's that?
Yes. Something's here.
Is Sather right? Did the widow Ingersoll lie to us?
One of them isn't telling the truth. We should explore the mines beneath the fort anyway. Just in case. If the map is correct, the treasure must be hidden nearby.
This is the place.
The treasure must be around here somewhere.
Leopold. Same gravestone as appears in her drawings.
You. I had a feeling we'd be crossing paths again. If Pennington sent you, you may run along. I've nothing to say to any of you.
Sebastian's husk vanished. It must have been hard to lose him all over again. How are you bedding up?
My days are quiet. Some are better than others. At times, I am grateful for the memories. At others, they feel like fingers clamped upon my throat. I'm still learning to live around my grief.
I wish I could tell you that time heals all, but I'm still learning too. Maybe it doesn't.
One day, it will be safe to remember. In this, I trust. Count your blessings in the moment, for both are fleeting.
You weren't easy to find. Why here in particular?
I was with child when the first plague came. I gave birth surrounded by the dead and dying. My son never had a chance. I wished to bury him away from the mines, away from the garrison. Somewhere his and his alone. I brought him here. I left him here. And I nearly did not make it back.
That's a lot of loss for one person. I am sorry.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
I'm curious. How did you escape without being noticed?
I know Fort Jericho better than anyone. It has many ins and outs. If Pennington hadn't had his head up his own arse, he'd have known not to put me in those cells.
That's what I said.
Did you have help?
I still have friends in the fort, and if you think I'm going to tell you more than that, then you really are mistaken about my character.
What are you doing up here?
Did Pennington send you? Yes or no?
He sent me, yes, and did not shy away from hinting that he'd rather see you dead than alive.
Then what are you waiting for?
That's not why we're here.
Well, then you may leave. I am done with Pennington, Fort Jericho, and all in it.
What's the plan? You can't mean to stay here forever.
I could. But no. When I'm ready, and the road is open, I'll leave for Boston and begin anew. For most of my life, death has walked with me. But to see how you Banishers walk proud beside it, well, it's as if you dance along the road with death. That leads me to wonder. Perhaps it's time I embraced my gift and put it to good use. Perhaps I too may dance along with death.
Have you always been sensitive to the invisible?
I suppose I have. As a child, we'd play secret games in which we'd summon spirits, as you do. For me, though, sometimes they came. I remember, for weeks after my grandmother passed, I'd see her sitting at the foot of my bed. My father ascribed it to a wild imagination. He would not indulge it.
You weren't imagining it. You have talent. Match it to your prowess in the fight, and you'd make a fine banisher.
I was hoping to find someone to guide me on that path.
It's a hard life. Dangerous. Lots of death. Anger, resentment. Grief.
Well then, I've been training for it for years.
Be warned, child's play it is not. There's a lot more to it than clubbing specters.
Show me. Show me a real foe with a real banisher fight. Teach me.
I'd happily be your teacher, but recent events mean I no longer qualify. Looks like you got yourself a new apprentice, Red.
All right, I'll step up. Till you find someone better, mind. Let's show Helen how banishers fight.
First of all, keep in mind that fighting specters is rarely easy. They can be tricky.
Aye, caution is always advised, but you're in good hands.
I know a cave where we might find a fight. Follow me. Antea, how did you become a banisher?
My mother was a healer. She had the gift. Taught me all she knew. But I was different. I had a gift for ghosts. At 15, I set off to develop it. I knew no one and had nothing. But my teachers saw my yearning for knowledge and took me on. And here I am.
Quite the adventure. Over here. This is the place.
Good instincts. This cave is badly stained.
Time to dig. We use runes and words of power to make spirits manifest.
Do you pluck them from thin air with your magic rings?
It's more that we will them to come to us. The rings help channel the power.
Spirit and flesh, I summon you!
They brought more friends.
This isn't over yet.
Die, you bastard! Hey! More fun. Get lost, won't you?
Fine work. Both of you. And that's how a fight goes.
Most of the time.
Except when your partner drops his sword or loses the tie.
Fairy stories. Neither of those entirely plausible things has ever happened.
You fight well, Banishers.
As do you.
If I didn't, I'd be dead.
If you're truly serious about becoming a Banisher, I may have a contact in Boston who could help. Her name is Elizabeth Grey. You should find her, if she wants to be found, at the Green Dragon, not half a mile from the wharf. Tell her I sent you. When you meet her, please tell her she is now the best female Banisher in the land.
She's interesting. I'd do some reading if I were you. Might help me make a good impression. Here, this book served me well. It'll serve you too.
I shall treasure it. Thank you. Thank you both so much.
Take care, Helen.
Any last advice for a young-ish apprentice before you go?
Love life. Even when you lack the stomach for it.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
God willing, we shall.
Back to Pennington to give him the news of Helen's passing.
It's such a good lie, it's almost true.
Specters have gathered around. Why not force them to appear?
Gavamarca Senalis.
This isn't over yet.
Get back up!
They brought more friends.
Watch your step.
Island kiss for you. Elizabeth's still in Boston.
You know Elizabeth. She loves a bit of culture. I'm told Boston has many taverns.
I'd assumed she was dead.
Most people assume she's dead. She likes it that way.
She and Helen are talking cheddar.
Yep. They're gonna have so much fun.
Is that some kind of cenotaph?
I think so. A memorial to hunters lost. All hunters lost. To me! Did we miss a few? If you need a rest, this place is as good as any.
Report. Where's Priest?
From one soldier to another, and I'll not put it in writing, but Priest shall pose you no more problems.
My word. Such terrible tidings. Thank you. Not your affair, of course, unless so mine. From one soldier to another, and I'll not put it in writing, but I'll not mind if the purse on my desk goes missing while my back is turned.
How are you doing, sir?
How am I doing? How am I doing? Tis strange. Priest's pricking thorn is plucked, the rage abates, the troop rebuilds. And yet, though the danger is past, I feel it, present. I see things in the shadows. An unexpected noise may startle me, but that's not the worst. The worst is, I miss it. I miss the simplicity of inescapable doom. The darkness calls me back. It is the strangest thing.
Nothing strange about it, Captain. In time, it fades. There'll always be moments you hear the call. Just be sure not to answer it. How stand Fort Jericho and our people? Anything notable to relate?
Nothing that concerns you, Banisher.
What have you told people about Mrs. Priest?
I told the truth. She escaped her cell and died in the wild. A true story, unabridged and unadorned. Isn't that right, Banisher?
Oh, aye. Quite right. Tell me about Sebastian Priest. What kind of man was he?
He was my loyal right hand for the longest time. On his last assignment, he failed me, miserably. He's remembered as a hero by those who do not know.
Why let his legend grow? And at your expense, too. You knew the truth. You could have cleared your name.
The people must have their heroes, son. Or they will make villains of the generals and string them up.
Permission to take my leave, Captain?
Permission granted.
Odd way to make money, but I'll take it.
Helen's free. Pennington is happy for
As I remember, Peabody's things are here. Perhaps the key is amongst them. All right, we have what we came for. Why would she up and leave like that?
And why has she not come back?
Cotton Peabody is reason enough for anyone to run.
Perhaps her office may give up a clue.